Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm continuing my review of the advent calendars this year that have fragrance in, predominantly fragrance advent calendars. And today I have the Jo Malone London advent calendar here. I've seen this, every year that they've done it, and it's often one that sells out first, but they've always been so expensive, I've never got them. But this year I bit the bullet and I paid £350 for this to review it for you guys. I think in the US, it's available for $485, so it's even more expensive. I think that equates to about £420. I'll leave in the links down below the different places that are selling this, but I noticed it is starting to disappear off people's websites as it sells out. So my first impression was actually that it was smaller than I expected. It came in this massive box, and the image on the website has it all open, so it looks bigger. It's pretty heavy, and it's a nice material. I think it's like plastic coated cardboard maybe. And you've got the top and then a drawer, so it can all be reused. So I might as well just get into it. So number one is, ooh, okay. So it comes with a little booklet. Oh, okay, so this little booklet in number one tells you what's gonna be in each of them. And it says spoiler alert on it. Okay, number one is White Moss and Snowdrop Cologne. So these are a 9 ml. I don't know if you can get these 9 ml ones normally. So this one's quite a mossy scent. It's very unisex, I'd say. I think it's definitely more white moss than it is snowdrop. And it's a cologne, so it's not super heavy. I think that's definitely a very unisex one. If you like your green scents, anything mossy or things like Chanel number 19. Okay, number two. Ooh, okay, so this is Scarlet Poppy, and this is an intense cologne. So Scarlet Poppy is a really nice feminine fragrance. It's actually quite a earthy musk, I guess. So it has an orris note in here, and it also has ombre musk. So it's, if you like things like the Ariana Grande God is a Woman, which has that same ombre musk in it, Heliotrope Tonka Bean, again, I think this is quite unisex, but it's very warm, winter, and it is stronger because it's a cologne intense, and that's the ones in the black bottle are more intense. Okay, number three comes in a bigger size box, and this is the classic Lime Basil and Mandarin, one of the most famous fragrances. This is that fresh Jo Malone mandarin scent with the sort of herbal green basil and then the fresh lime. I think it's definitely one of their best sellers. And fun fact, by the way, if you watch my channel a lot, you already know this, but a lot of people don't realize that Jo Malone is not involved in Jo Malone London. She sold the brand over 10 years ago to Estee Lauder. She was then stayed on as creative director, but she had a cancer scare and then completely exited, obviously got paid a lot of money to do that. And she talks about it recently about how I think she has an element of regret and missing it, but she's then created her own fragrance line called Jo Loves, and they have a shop here in London and they're available worldwide. I think Sephora, I can link to it, and they're very similar vibes. Like they have, lots of citrus ones, but they are the one that Jo Malone works on now. She's not involved in Jo Malone London. And she has an autobiography, a book actually, I'll leave that linked down below as well, which is really interesting and tells you that whole story. And I think she really thought the worst when she got her breast cancer diagnosis, but she was fine. So anyway, back to the calendar. Okay, so number four. Ooh, Honeysuckle and Davana. Okay, this is not my type of fragrance at all. It's quite an old-fashioned, in my view, floral. It reminds me of something I'm used to smelling on like older lady. It's that mossy floral scent that was very popular back in the day. Kind of like there was this Fleur, Houveron Fleur, Joy from Jean Patou, that kind of vibe. So that one's definitely not my cup of tea. Okay, number five's in a little square box. Okay, so this is Red Roses soap. Gosh, yeah, Red Roses is like her the brand's Rose perfume, obviously. I think it came out around Valentine's Day, and it really does smell like a bouquet of roses. It just smells like roses. There are loads of other Jo Malone London rose perfumes, but Red Roses is the like true one that genuinely just smells like rose. So if you're a fan of rose, then that is a soap that you're gonna love. Okay, number 6 is quite heavy, could be a candle. Ooh, wow, the scent of this is really strong. So it's pine and eucalyptus. Oh, wow. So I get the pine, the sort of Christmas tree, very festive. And then I get the eucalyptus, which is lifting it. And pine has a very fresh feeling, right? Like you get a lot of pine cleaning products. I definitely get that freshness, but I also get a woody Christmas tree vibe. So that's ideal for Christmas. And it's really, really scented. The Jo Malone candles are known for being like so scented and for really filling the room. Okay, number 7 is Fig and Lotus Flower. This is one of my favorites from Jo Malone London. It's really refreshing. For me, it's more like spring, summer, it's daytime. Lotus, I love Lotus. It's got a citrusiness to it as well. And Fig gives a bit of a fruit, but it's mainly this really fresh, slightly green and citrusy lotus, like this aquatic freshness. I think it's a really lovely scent for the summertime. Yeah, Fig and Lotus, one of my personal favorites. If you like similar perfumes to me, if you like Omnia, Crystalline, you know, those really lotus type perfumes, then I think you'll like that. Okay, so we've got another intense one. So this is Myrrh and Tonka. So this is too heavy for me. It's a deep, heavy amber. It's another one that's strong. It's an intense. If you're a fan of amber fragrances, you'll probably like this, like Black Opium, sorry, not Black Opium, Black Orchid, that type of vibe. It's that deep myrrh, very warm, good for winter, very unisex, but not my personal cup of tea. So number 9 is a little body cream in Wood, Sage and Sea Salt. So this is them, they're really like being by the sea breeze, you get the salty sea air, you get the like a driftwood type scent. Quite refreshing. It's not heavily perfumed like the candle. It's body cream, but it looks fairly light the way it's made. It doesn't look super heavy. Yeah, Wood, Sage and Sea Salt is another one of their best sellers. Again, I'd say it's definitely daytime, more towards spring, summer. It's also very unisex. Okay, so number 10 is Dark Amber and Ginger Lily Cologne Intense. Again, heavy, deep amber. And then Ginger Lily is, it has the ginger scent, but it's not as sharp and as like a pure ginger. You've got the Molten Brown Ginger Lily range. Again, very unisex. Okay, so number 11 comes in this really big long box. Looks like a body product. So Peony and Blush Suede Body and Hand Lotion. So this is a really lovely fragrance. So Peony and Blush Suede has that suede base and it has the fresh peony, but it also has a fair bit of rose in it, which you obviously don't get from the name. So that peony rose combination, a little bit like your sort of Miss Dior before it was reformulated. It's got jasmine in the heart as well. So it's just a very floral, everyday floral. And then the suede adds something a little bit different. But this is very much something typical if you wear, I don't know, Coco Mademoiselle, something like that. This is your sort of equivalent in Jo Malone. Okay, so 12, which is halfway through, is Blackberry and Bay. This is another one of my favorites. It has that real blackberry, real fruitiness. It smells quite figgy and blackberry. And then you've got a bit of the woody bay undertone, but really is a fruity fragrance. It's one of the most fruity that they do. And because I'm a fan of fruity fragrances, I think it's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's definitely, again, for me, this is very daytime. The candle of this would be so lovely if you're a fruity fan. And I have to say, there aren't that many perfumes that have blackberry as the main note, though to me it does smell quite figgy as well. So if you liked Womanity from Mugler, which was super fig, then I think you'll like this. You've also got Acqua di Parma's fig one in their Blue Med range. Okay, so 13. So this is the pom pom key ring. Interesting. It's like made in China. It's not the most nice presentation, but it's like a snowball pom pom key ring. I think if you put that on your keys, it'd get dirty very quickly because it's white. So number 14. So it's another intense one. It's Velvet Rose and Oud, and this one really is a rose and an oud. deep, one of the more heavy ones, ambery, oudy, oriental scents with a very a spicy rose. Okay, so 15 comes in another one of these big long bottles, and it looks like it's another cream. So this is lime, basil and mandarin hand cream and body cream. Oh no, sorry, body and hand wash, so it's shower gel. So that's probably one of their best sellers. I'm not surprised they're putting multiple lime, basil and mandarins in here because it's their hero product really. So 16 is Peony and Blush Suede Cologne. So we already had that in the hand cream. 17, oh, I think this is another candle. So it's Myrrh and Tonka candle. So again, very Christmassy, you know, myrrh. It's quite leathery. Yeah, I think that'd be nice on a night time, you know, Christmas Eve. It's warm, leathery. I like that they've thought about it and they've put like more festive type things in here rather than just whatever. 18 is Red Roses Cologne. So again, that's the one that's just super rosy. I think what's quite nice is that, you know, it's got a range of different ones from the brand. And you know, if you like the lighter, more feminine ones from the brand, and if you know, you might live with someone who likes the more darker ones. So it's kind of like the whole family, something for everyone. Okay, 20. So this is Jasmine Sambac and Marigold. So this is quite an intense floral. Again, not my world. Marigold I find to be a little bit old fashioned. 21 is Lime, Basil and Mandarin Candle. Of course they had to put that in. They had to. 22 is Wood Sage and Sea Salt Cologne. That's the fresh kind of oceanic one. Okay, so 23 now. Oh, I think it's another candle. Oh, it's a snow globe. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? And it says Jo Malone London. That is cute. Okay, so what I like about this calendar is it does 25 days. Most of them only do 24, so you're getting 25 products. So 24, Christmas Eve, is English Pear and Freesia hand cream. But English Pear and Freesia is actually quite good for lasting, and it's more Freesia than it is pear. It's not super peary, but it's a fresh floral, but it does have a good lasting power. Very classy, nice for the office. And then number 25, the final one. Ooh. So is this a bigger perfume? Ah. So it's English Pear and Freesia Cologne in a bigger size. This is 30 ml. So you're getting a big size there for your final day. So I have to say, I think it is a nice advent calendar. If you're a Jo Malone fan, like that could probably see you through, you know, at least 6 months, right? Could see you through to next Christmas. So if you're short of perfumes and you love Jo Malone, and you know, it could be a good way to like restock. I think you can't really work out the value to buy it all separately because those little sizes and stuff, they don't sell separately. I like that there's a lot of perfume and it's not just loads of body products. And I like that there was a number of candles as well though. So I think it's good. I mean, £350 is a lot of money, but it's nice. If you're willing to spend that amount of money, then I think it is good. I definitely don't feel like I'm sort of being conned or ripped off, but it's a lot of money. But Jo Malone is expensive. So yeah, I think it's good. I'm happy with it. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of the calendar? Do you think it's good value for money? Have you bought one in the past? Let me know in the comments what you think. And of course, I've got my other advent calendar reviews. I'll leave them linked down below, along with where you can still get this across the world. But yeah, that's it guys. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.